it's easy to understand what the Distinguished Service Awards are for students, for other state board members, but we know that the success of any state board of education is also contributed to by the people that work behind the scenes. The people that are sort of the unsung heroes, right? They're your board execs, they're your board staffs. Last year it was one of the executive administrative support people that worked in a particular state. And again, we don't get very many nominations for this role. And I would encourage you, I hope one of your takeaways from all the discussion about awards is, hey, maybe you should nominate someone next year, right? Because each and every one of you has people that are worthy of any of these awards. And I'm always looking for ways to make the awards committee's job a little harder, because sometimes they don't want to make tough decisions, but that's okay. So this award is designed for people who sort of behind the scenes do the great things to make boards work effectively and do marvelous things. And this year we're celebrating Darren Fleischer. Darren, come on up. Those woos are coming from the District of Columbia delegation and the District of Columbia student members, because Darren is the senior policy analyst for the District of Columbia Board of Education. And again, a standout aspect of Darren is that he is very engaged and involved in NASBE. He has written for NASBE publications. He is on our exchanges. He comes to, supports our network activities. It's those kinds of things that we invite board staff and board execs to participate in, but not too many take us up on that from time to time. But he's right in there because he knows that his policy knowledge is really, really important to supporting the policy work of the board, and he is passionate and so dearly committed to accomplishing that. So, Darren, it's with great pleasure that I present to you the David Casilco Award. Congratulations.
Hi, oh my God, all right. Anyway, but pal, I'm gonna get to you in a second, but I still want to just say thank you so much. Like, this is such an honor.
Thank you, so well deserved.
First, I want to say thank you to Ryan Ting, for our former student representative who nominated me and is now at Harvard. But I got the email that I got the award, and I did not anticipate that. But I'm not shocked that he thinks about others so much. And so, I first want to give my thank you to Ryan Ting. Of course, I want to thank NASBE, and when I say NASBE, everyone in the room, you definitely feel like a family at this point after years of coming to these conferences and Zooms and just the whole child, the whole child committee that we were on, and just those are the early days, but just year after year of getting the best advice and getting I write down pages of notes from these things. So definitely want to say thank you to you, to Paulo, and just Naomi, Happy. I wrote down everybody's names, but I could go on and on. NASBE's former director of publications, David Casilco, the award's named after. I tried to look up information, and he seems like a very Walter Mitty type of person, and yeah, definitely just staff. Going to the DC State Board of Education, just my amazing team, and the members themselves, and just all of your help and knowledge and just believing in me. And definitely Executive Director Bernice Butler. It's another one of those okay, I missed something very important that I just skipped over. One thing you mentioned yesterday was the importance of bringing joy in schools to students, but students can't have joy without the joy that adults bring to it, and NASBE brings so much joy into things. And the state board, our DC State Board, our staff, our members bring joy to this work, and so I definitely want to just give a shout out to everyone in there. Jen Briones, our Deputy Director of Policy and Research, also just has my back, not just as a staffer, but at SAC meetings. She shows up and helps out, so definitely appreciate that. and I'd name everyone, but just you all know who you are. Next, circling back to student representatives and SAC members. I know they say students are the future, but really they are now. So I implore you to listen to them, invite them to be equals, voting members, and key stakeholders. When decisions and policies need to be made, the students I get to work with are the best part of my job. Michael mentioned at the morning panel this morning, write a letter to his principal about adding an art class. And so not just high schoolers, but listen to all students, elementary, middle, high school. And so if you don't have a student representative and an SAC, get one. If you don't believe me, then just go against your instincts. Shameless plug to include education support professionals, so bus drivers, custodians, the non-instructional staff, paraeducators, when you're thinking about policy. And then lastly, since this is being recorded, I have to thank my parents, my brother, and my partner Laura for believing me in a non-superficial way. And just last but not least, Theodore for bringing the most joy in my life. Thank you all.